Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Great East Chronicles. Tonight's gonna be another shorter stream, but well, we're gonna try and make the most of it. So let's get in. So last time we found out that an emergency stop kind of moved everything on the ship, which is I kind of think that the person who wrote that doesn't really know how ships work because you can't really, have a hard brake on a ship. It doesn't work like that. Anyway. And 9th of January, SS Buria, Miss Pavlova's cabin. Somehow, the door to the cabin we were in ended up bolted after we made an emergency stop. Susato-san took a deep breath, then gently slid back the bolt. You! What are you doing in Miss Pavlova's quarters? Ah, you both look unhurt. Good. Oh yes, we're fine, thank you. What on earth happened? We heard something about how we were going to collide with another ship? Yes, it appears it had been a false report though. Oh, how did that happen? There's a dense fog outside, so it's extremely difficult to see. Someone must have thought he saw a ship ahead. This person obviously triggered the alarm, and that's why we made an emergency stop. Everything is chaos. Passengers are screaming. Crew are running everywhere. Oh, this first-class area is the only quiet part of the ship at the moment. Oh, I see. Someone triggered the alarm? Does that mean that someone pressed that button outside? Ah! You wicked intruder! Dressed all in black, you are the devil! When am I dressed in black? Sorry, me? I've been called a lot of things before, but devil is a first. You opened my traveling case. How could you? What? No, we didn't touch it. That's right, Miss Pavlova. Oh, it was already open when we came into your cabin. Inspector. Yes? Arrest this man. I know he did it. He is a criminal. It is not enough that he has killed a man. And he is stowaway as well. He fakes and promises not to steal chicken. Do you believe? What? Take him away. He is a trespasser as well as everything else. Oh, hey, missus. How's it going tonight? Stowing away? Trespassing? Killing? She is right. You are devil. Oh, it doesn't look good, does it? There is cell below deck. Throw him in. It's going okay, are you? Oh, I'm fine. Tomorrow we dock in Hong Kong. Then we give you straight to police. Oh wait, a cell? Please, Inspector Hosonaga, is there nothing you can do? Get punched a bit more, maybe? Oh, this is a Russian vessel. I really have no jurisdiction here. From my last effort to appeal to the captain's good nature, I think I'm out of options. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, this is a real crisis. Gotta find a solution. Press the button. Immediately. Wait, what? What? Wait, what? What am I gonna do? Can we look at? Wait, wait, what? What's it doing here? What the? What are you doing up there? Mr. Sholmes! He's got the tiara. Oh, naturally, I was analyzing what a weight of 20,000 ruble feels like on one's head. Have I not told you that as a detective, it is my business to know what other people do not? This isn't mere tomfoolery, my boy. Oh, no, no! Well, why were you hanging from that hook before then? Isn't it obvious? To properly assess the weight of the 20,000 ruble, naturally? I wish to determine if it would bend that conceited-looking hook on the wall, so full of brag and bounce. Never know whether to take this one seriously or not. Ah, you again, the great detective. Ah, Inspector, I confess I've been looking for you. I have something to report to you most urgently. Oh, what is it? Well, why try looking for me somewhere other than a hook on the wall next time? What is to report? Speak! An urgent report from a great detective can mean but one thing. Yes. The case of the curious murder that took place last night here on this vessel, the steamship Buria, has been solved. By me, naturally. What? Really? Yes, I have eliminated all other possibilities. No other explanations exist. So, allow me to eliminate all your minds. For I'm about to reveal my great detective's greatly admired great detection to the case. Okay. Ah, you have solved it. Even a hedgehog understands this case. We all knew who was responsible for killing student boys this morning when we found criminal in wardrobe. It is this doorway, and he has handcuffs to prove it. I didn't do it. Oh, the trouble is, there doesn't appear to be anyone else who could have killed the victim. Because, as everyone knows, the cabin door was bolted shut from the inside. But we just proved that that wasn't the case. Well, we didn't really prove it. He's an angry man, he is. That means the culprit must be someone who was inside the cabin. Oh, by the way, Mrs. You always say you have a very long delay on the stream. Are you using the low latency mode? Yes, it's what's called a locked room mystery in detective stories. It's on the phone. Wait, I think it's also available on phones. Let me check real quick. No, not Discord. Twitch. If I look at someone else. I don't know. Might not exist on a phone. Gonna have to dig into that. Anyway. Oh yes, it's what's called a locked room mystery in detective stories. Da! Locked room! That is point! The room was locked. Well, I can't deny that. There's no way the bolt could have been drawn across from outside the cabin. You are all quite mistaken. The cabin next door is not a so-called locked room at all. What? Oh yes, there is another entrance. An entrance used last night by the culprit in order to gain access to the cabin despite the bolted door. What other entrance? We never discovered one. Oh why, he gapes open-mouthed at you even as we speak. The ventilator man. Ventilator man? Not a ventilator man. The ventilator? Ha 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 ha! You think this is funny? I cannot even put my arm through that hole. That's because your arms are as thick as a tree trunk. Oh, you're suggesting that the culprit entered and left the victim's cabin through that tiny opening? It's not possible. Ah, but it is! And last night, the victim even witnessed the intruder in the act of passing through the ventilator. Hi, Arceris. I've got a hard time reading your name because dark blue and black isn't very readable. Oh, Mr. Sharps, do you mean? Are you referring to the words Kazuma-sama wrote in his diary? 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. Precisely, my dear madam. Oh, but what does it mean? What is this speckled band? Oh, the answer to that particular conundrum is in this very cabin. What? Mr. Sholmes? What are you doing? There is a distinct element of danger, but fear not, I am ready. What I am about to expose for you all to see will shock you to your cause. Wait, what? Behold! Yeah! Wait, what the? What? A snake. Allow me to introduce you all to the band. The speckled band. A snake? Indubitably. Are they all speechless? Mr. Sholmes? Just one thing. Pray, what troubles you? Well, that snake isn't really speckled, is it? It looks more stripy. What'd you say? Ah, yes, you're right. I think in this case, you'd have to call it the striped band, wouldn't you? That dude, you know, Stroganoff, he's pretty chill for a guy who's, you know, whose head is wrapped in a serpent, in a snake. Oh. You both see and observe with distinction, however. Do you not think that this is precisely the trap into which the culprit wishes you to fall? Wait, what? Oh my goodness, really? It's a trap. How exactly? I think perhaps it is time I explain the intricacies of my train of thought. Are you ready, Miss Pavlova? Oh, I'm sorry for the young man who died, but that is all. His death has nothing to do with me. This whole thing is nothing to do with me. Oh, there are two conclusions I have drawn from the facts. Number one. Last night your friend infiltrated the victim's cabin. And number two. That same friend was responsible for the victim losing his life. No. Oh, she's turned as white as a bowl of rice again. Sholmes must be right. He's hit a nail on the head. Oh, this young man's friend killed Mr. Asogi? Wait, what? I can't hear you, man. Looks like he can't speak with that snake coiled around his head. I would advise as little movement as possible, seaman. You wouldn't want the fangs of that long friend in your neck. So everyone, let us begin. Sherlock Holmes is proud to present his Logic and Reasoning Spectacular. Oh, the great deduction. The game is afoot. Wait. I wonder if this game was made before Enola Holmes? Miss Pavlova, moments ago you claimed the following. His death is nothing to do with me. This whole thing is nothing to do with me. Yet you cannot deceive yourself. Yes, when you recall those horrid events, your aching heart smarts with pain. And it is that very pain that evidences your inextricable link to the victim's death. So we ask, what was the nature of this intruder that stole into the victim's cabin in that portentous night? Portentous? What? Why, naturally, it was the friend with which you boarded this vessel, was it not? Ah, as I suspected, another telltale glance. Without doubt, your friend is the breathing serpent we see before us. And yet, That fact leaves us in a quandary. The victim's written observations on the night in question tell of a speckled band. Whereas, regrettably, this specimen's marking do not fit that description in any way. I kinda sense piss, this snake. What explanation can we then give, pray? What was this sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night? Oh no, don't look at me. This has nothing to do with any of this. Oh, but it does. You have the answer to this quandary even now, hidden behind your back. Yes, that which you are trying, but failing to conceal, can only be the snake's slowed skin. Slowed? Evidently, after a subtle and horrible crime, this most deadly friend of yours shed its original skin, no? I don't know what you're talking about. Last night, through the ventilator visible in this cabin, you then speckled friend slithered next door. Using the bell cord on the other side as a bridge, the serpent silently descended into the victim's quarters. In the dim light, it appeared to the young gentleman who was about to lose his life as a speckled band. In summary, the nature of this friend of yours, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime, is a rare breed of snake whose markings change each time it loses its skin. A snake so dreadful, we can only imagine it would be found in the deepest depths of India. Wait, what? Are the worst snakes in India? Conclusion. A beloved speckled snake. Big 2. How Mr. Asogi died. Moving on, we come to the heart of the matter. The grim demise of the victim. How did this young man lose his life? And why? According to the data of which I have been apprised, it would appear that there were no visible sign of injury. In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by a terrible venom. Venom? Wait, no. Oh, wait. No. Now, if we take that as a fact, well, I don't remember which one is which, because, you know, there's venom and then there's poison. And one of them needs a bite and the other just needs touch. So I don't remember which is which. Can reasonably imagine that there were remaining evidence to affirm it at the scene of the crime. Oh no, could there be? Yes, an examination of the deceased body will prove the cause of death conclusively. The almost, but not quite, imperceptible puncture wound left by the venomous fangs will seal the truth. Oh yeah, it is bite. Yes, the vestiges of the snake bite delivered by your terrifying friend. Pretty sure, you know, a snake bite wouldn't be that small, but I don't know. This makes no sense. Oh, there is no point in feigning in your ignorance, Miss Pavlova. After the incident, you endeavored to hide everything, didn't you? But now your involuntary glance betrays the hiding place you chose. That's right. You hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in that traveling case. When we first met in this cabin, it came to my attention that your case moved periodically. Your serpent assassin was restless inside, no doubt. You don't... It is telling that the victim made note of a low, whistling sound that he heard minutes before his end. That was your signal, was it not? The sound you had used to train your serpent friend. I'm pretty sure he's mistaken. She has no reason to kill Kazuma. To train? Indeed. You'd put the serpent through this ventilator and wait. After a period, you'd summon it back with a whistle. You couldn't know the animal had done its duty, so you would listen for signs of life next door. If the victim appeared to not to have been dispatched, you'd release the snake once more. Do you deny this snake has undergone such training? Oh, it's not true. Having slithered through the ventilator and down the bell cord, the creature needed only to sink its fangs in once. And its venom would course through the victim's veins, ending his existence forever. That is the true nature of the speckled band that took the poor young man's life. There can be no doubt. My logic is infallible. Death by a venomous snake's bite. Thus concludes Sherlock Holmes' great detection of the speckled band. They were speechless. Miss Pavlova has trained her pet snake as a killing machine. There on the floor, you will observe a saucer of milk. The promise of food is a key to training any creature. Incredible! You've solved the mystery. Amazing! Your great deduction really lives up to its name. I see now why Sherlock Holmes has become such a household name. My dear man, it was nothing remarkable. As the Russians say, I could have done it with one left hand. Snakes don't drink milk? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't. Could I venture an opinion, Mr. Holmes? But of course. What's on your mind? Also, venom usually doesn't crack skulls. Yeah, or break your neck. Oh, it's just about your detections before. Some things don't quite make sense to me. I'm sorry. Oh, I welcome questions as to my method, and we'll answer both loudly and proudly. We're pretty confident that he's gonna do that. Oh, well, good. First of all, oh, snakes are egg-laying creatures, part of the reptile family. You are well informed, madam. And reptiles don't drink milk. You were right, Mrs. Oh. Oh, it's really only mammals that like to drink milk, you see? So, I'm not sure it would be possible to train a snake using milk as a reward. No matter. No doubt Miss Pavlova used some other treat to encourage her pet to do her bidding. Milk was merely an example. The logic holds. Well, mouse, oh yeah, could feed the snake mice. Well, there is something else. Snakes have no ears. Wait, what? They have no ears? Oh. Yes. So I'm not sure it would really be possible to signal to a snake by whistling. Oh, but madam, what are the tales from Arabia? Have you not heard of the snakes that dance to the sound of a flute? I think perhaps the performers play the music in time with the snake's natural movements. Oh, I see. No hands, no feet, no ears? These creatures are so inept as to be practically useless. Oh, don't take it out on the snakes, Mr. Holmes. There is one other thing. This is gonna destroy the whole thing. You have more? Oh, snakes use the scales on their bellies to propel themselves. So, I'm not really sure that a snake could manage to climb up a flat bell cord like the ones in the cabins. Then I should try harder. Oh, please, don't be angry with me, Mr. Sholmes. The point is, even if the snake had gone through the ventilator to the next door cabin, it couldn't have come back without help. What I'm trying to say is that there are a number of reasons why it's difficult to imagine the snake would have had a part in this. Oh. I think we need to step in and help again, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh no, you don't mean. Yes, we need to modify Mr. Sholmes' latest detections and turn them into the great ones they ought to be. Oh, I had a feeling that was coming. Snakes don't have ears, but it's a mistake to think they can't hear. Oh yeah, well, you know, the game has kind of a flawed logic because the last time, the boat, because we're on a boat, made an emergency stop. I'm not sure what they're imagining that would be, but it made the door handle to log in, to close and lock the door. And I'm pretty sure that can't happen in any way. I mean, a boat cannot brake fast enough. People of this era might believe they can't hear, though. Well, it's not that far back, though. I don't think. It's a steamboat. All right, let's give it a try. Just what I was waiting for, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, right. So, cast your eyes down to your wrists again. Honestly, there's probably people in the modern day that believe snake can hear because they have no ears. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a myth that a lot of people could believe. Well, you know, there's a lot of people who are misinformed about a lot of things. But I didn't know they had no ears. Wait, what? You've done it again! Your handcuffs are gone! But where did they go? Fear not. I shall see they're restored after our work is done. I really wish you'd leave them off. Now, everyone, let us begin. Sherlock Holmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Hold it, Mr. Holmes. Intruder's identity. Okay, so what do we have? Miss Pavlova. Moments ago you claimed the following. His death is nothing to do with me. This whole thing is nothing to do with me. Yet you cannot deceive yourself. Yes, when you recall those horrid events, your aching heart smarts with pain. She does have a pained expression on her face. Oh yes, that's true. She looks as though Kazuma-sama's death is weighing heavily on her mind. Why is she saying that with such a smile? But you're not sure Mr. Holmes has read her quite correctly, is that it? Could there be some other way to interpret her expression then? Oh, let's take a moment and really look very closely at Miss Pavlova. What else is causing her pain? Her hand? No? Wait, we have to look around. Oh, she has a scratch mark. Claw scratch. Pretty sure her friend is a cat. Oh, Naruhodo-san, look. That looks like a very painful wound. Oh, it looks like a scratch made by some kind of small animal. Fairly recently too. Well, whatever scratched her doesn't appear to be around here. I'm pretty sure we gotta present that. Yes! Yes. When you recall those horrid events, the claw scratch smarts with pain. Indeed, and simple observation reveals that the wound is fresh. Miss Pavlova, did you in fact receive that scratch? Sometime last night? Huh. When I think about the young man who died next door, I feel so sad. And when I am sad, the pain from this wound is worse. And it is that very pain that evidences your inextricable link to the victim's death. inextricable. So we ask, what was the nature of this intruder that stole into the victim's cabin on that portentous night? Why, naturally, it was the friend with which you boarded his vessel, was it not? Ah, as I suspected, another telltale glance. Without doubt, the friend is the writhing serpent we see before us. It seems likely that the scratch mark on the back of Miss Pavlova's hand was made by his friend of her, doesn't it? Except snakes don't have claws, do they? No, they don't. They don't even have hands or feet on which claws might grow. Well then, if that snake isn't her pet, what is? What's the true identity of these friends of her? Is it a... What's the name of this animal? I forgot the name of the animal. Oh, we should follow her gaze. Naruto-san. That's where we'll find the answer. Okay, where was she gazing? Oh, you got a portrait here. Where? This picture wasn't here before. Ah, look at the photograph in the frame. Oh, the bell. This must be something Miss Pavlova brought with her when she ran away. It's a little kitty, yeah. She's exceptionally beautiful, isn't she? Yes, that's true. But personally, it's the little black creature she's holding that's caught my eyes. Just like yours, yes. Maybe we'd better take a closer look at this. Little kitten? Look at the little cat Miss Pavlova is cuddling here. Oh, what a cute little kitten. It could vie with you, couldn't it, Naruto-san, for the blackest outfit. A black kitten? And from the look of this picture, at least, Miss Pavlova seems very attached to it. That must be a stage costume she's wearing. Oh, it's quite stunning. I should like to have something like that. And she's wearing the 20,000 rubles on her head as well. Look. It's called a tiara, Naruto-san. And you shouldn't think of it purely in terms of its value. Oh, she must be a strong-willed woman. To turn her back on the world stage and run away all on her own? Gotta present that. Yes! Little kitten. Without doubt, your friend is the little kitten we see before us. Yes, the scratch on the back of your hand makes that abundantly clear. Oh no! Is she a princess? No, she's just a ballerina. The whereabouts of this black kitten isn't clear, but what is clear is that you brought the animal with you when you ran away, didn't you? Ah. The truth really hurts. Oh, that guy is my best friend. I couldn't leave her behind. Oh, Darka would appear to be a Russian blue. And yet, that fact leaves us in a quandary. The victim's written observations on the night in question tell of a speckled band. Whereas, regrettably, These specimens' marking do not fit that description in any way. What explanation can we then give? Pray, what was this sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night? No, don't look at me. This has nothing to do with any of this. Oh, but it does. You have the answer to this quandary even now, hidden behind your back. Yes, that which you are trying but failing to conceal can only be the snake's slowed skin. Oh, did you see that? She just took something out of her pocket and hid it behind her back. Well, she could have left it in her pocket, but... Is it a cat toy? Maybe it's a cat toy or just some scarf, I don't know. If she just left it in her pocket, no one would ever have known. Yeah, exactly. Oh yes, ploys like that are Mr. Shaw's specialty. He's ever so cleverly forced her to reveal something. Oh, I thought detection was his specialty. Or maybe making me believe that was a ploy too. Making me believe that was a ploy too. Oh, anyway. I find it hard to believe that's the skin of a snake. Oh, in which case... Just what is Miss Pavlova hiding behind her back? What is that? What's she actually trying to hide? Snake's slowed skin. Well, it is speckled, and it is a band, but what is it? Seems to be soft and fluffy. A long piece of cloth of some sort. Wait. I think the cat went to the other cabin and she was trying to lure the cat with the toy. And that looks like a handle at one end. I think maybe a cat's toy. Oh, missus, you were right. This sort is common in the West, apparently. Oh, I think it may be a cat's toy. This sort is common in the West, apparently. How is that a toy for cats? Oh, cats like to chase the band around and paw at it. Kittens in particular loves that sort of play. You only need to wave it in front of them and they pounce to catch it. I know it was a cat toy. Yeah, well, you're a cat lady. Oh, that sounds positively adorable. Cat toy. Okay, we need to present the cat toy then. I think that's the only thing we can do.
Yes!
Yes! The thing you're trying but failing to conceal is a cat's toy. Precisely! The true nature of the now infamous speckled band. Ah! And it was this toy that you dangled through the ventilator. You waved it around, I presume. Naturally, the victim could not fail to notice it. But why? For what reason? My dear boy, there can be only one answer to that. After her feline friend disappeared through the ventilator into the neighboring cabin, Miss Pavlova attempted to use a speckled cat's toy to incite the creature to return. Oh. In summary, the nature of these friends of Miss Pavlova's, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime, is a blithesome Russian blue breed of cat by the name of Darker. Ah. A truly troublesome feline. Young Darker is proving to be. She must be caged once found. You will forgive us for borrowing the photograph of your pet, Miss Pavlova. The photograph of Miss Pavlova and Dark has been entered into the court record. Oh, it was after I gave her her food last night. That's when it happened. She scratched the back of my hand and then ran up the bell cord. Before I could do anything, she had disappeared through the ventilator. Darka, she is so naughty. A beloved kitten. How Mr. Asagi died. Moving on, we come to the heart of the matter. The grim demise of the victim. How did this young man lose his life? And why? Oh. According to data of which I have been apprised, it would appear there were no visible signs of injury. Oh. In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by a terrible venom. Oh, what Mr. Sholmes says is true. There were no signs of a wound anywhere on Kazuma-sama's body. Oh, that's right. But Mr. Sholmes seems to be unaware of one very important detail. Kazuma wasn't poisoned. Oh yes, it would seem so. Let's give him the information he's missing now. What? Oh yeah, the report on the death. That's it, wait. Cause of death, damage to cervical vertebrae resulting in instant death. Oh dear. Let's present that.
Yes.
In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by the post-mortem report. Ah yes, I knew it was one or the other. Huh? His neck was... Indeed, the breaking of the cervical vertebrae is fatal. Only that Goliath would be strong enough to survive that. Seema Stroganoff isn't some immortal freak, you know. The jury's out. Anyway, we have on good authority that the victim's neck was broken. Now, if you take that as a fact, we can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence to affirm it at the scene of the crime. Oh no, could there be? Yes! An examination of the deceased body will prove the cause of death conclusively. Sholmes didn't even bother to read the report. Well, apparently Sholmes doesn't bother with much, really. He kinda lives in a world of his own. Kazuma died because his neck was broken. In other words, he was probably struck by something. Or someone. Oh yes, that's a distinct possibility. As of yet, no weapon has been found though. Presumably, Darka didn't silently creep up behind Kazuma and deal him a fatal blow. Well, that would be like a ninja cat. Samurai ninja cats. No, samurai pizza cats. I suppose it's possible that he had a fall and hit the ground awkwardly. It could have been a terrible act of misfortune that he broke his neck completely by accident. Oh yes, a bad fall could explain it. Oh, it's rather hard to believe of Kazuma-sama though. He wasn't a clumsy man. Well, we need to fix this deduction somehow. Is there anything from the scene that will explain what happened? I think that's it. Because with this picture, we can see that Kazuma's death wasn't instant. Because he had time to write something on the floor. Then that would be the clue to what happened. Even I'm not sure what happened, really. Did Kazuma trip on the cat? Maybe. It can't be anything else anyway, so it's gonna be that.
Yes!
Yes! An examination of the mark on the floor will prove the cause of death conclusively. This particular mark, so prominently visible next to the victim's body, is a deposit of shoe polish. Shoe polish? Indeed! Positively identified by a little analysis device I constructed, which I carry now as a matter of course. Beeswax, tallow and dye were my results. The undeniable ingredients of shoe polish. And the color of the polish is a perfect match to the color of Mr. Asogi's laced leather shoes. Looking at this mark, it's not hard to imagine what happened. For some reason, Mr. Asogi must have caught his foot at that point on the floor and tripped. Oh, please, no. And, by a dreadful turn of misfortune, caught his neck against some immovable object as he fell on the floor, suffering a fatal blow to the spine. The victim's vertebrae shattered, and in that instant, he lost his life. No! I don't know. I don't know anything about this. Is that really true, Miss Pavlova? What about the evidence left at the scene where Mr. Asogi lost his life? Yes, the facts are as clear as day to me. You did all you could to conceal the incriminating evidence. But now your involuntary glance betrays the hiding place you chose. It's like we have slapped her. Yeah, you know, words can be deadly weapons. That's right, you hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in that traveling case. Oh, I don't believe it. Kazuma-sama merely tripped over and now he's no more? Oh, it can't be true. I refuse to accept it. Oh, I know it's hard to believe, but the mark of the floor does seem to suggest that's what happened. But... And if this part of Mr. Sholmes' deduction is right, Miss Pavlova is trying to hide some evidence that would prove it. Here, in this cabin, somewhere in the direction that she just cast her eyes. Where? I wonder. Let's have a good look around. The answer must be here, somewhere. Okay, let's look at it. The tiara. Ah, somebody appears to have dropped 20,000 rubles here. Oh, it hasn't been dropped, Naruhodo-san. It's been placed. I'm starting to sound like Mr. Sholmes. Stop trying to sound like the great detective. I'm not sure it's a good idea to be like this guy. Oh, this is a waste paper basket. Perhaps all the first-class cabins have them. But Miss Pavlova only started occupying this cabin late last night. Presumably there's not much rubbish in there yet. But there is! Oh, what's that? It's a broken piece of glass, isn't it? Yes, it is. The wardrobe? Well, no, it's not the wardrobe. And I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. If it looks familiar, perhaps it's more than your mind simply playing tricks on you. Wait, hey! We need... This is where Miss Pavlova hid her friend. Oh, that's right. And it wasn't a snake after all. No, it was a little kitten. She calls Darker. Not that it's anywhere to be seen now. Seems to have let itself out of the case and gone exploring. I expect it's wrapped itself around someone's head, somewhere, trying to make a new friend. Wait, what? A cat? Either that, or it's scratching their hands to pieces. The point is, where has it got to? Where has it got to? Wait, how do we... This is a waste paper. Come on. And what's that? Glass. Okay, we have to present the waste paper basket then. Okay. There's something in... No, there's nothing there.
Yes!
That's right. You hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in that waste paper basket. Ah. Here we have a fragment of some intricate glass object, it would seem. One that has familiar air, in fact. Precisely. We found another piece of broken glass on the floor in Mr. Asogi's cabin. Oh, they don't say Kazuma. I don't know why. And as you can see, the two pieces fit together perfectly. Oh no. So, Miss Pavlova, shall we consider that what this tells us? Why would it be that part of this glass object, which was evidently broken at the scene of the victim's death, should be found in the waste paper basket in your cabin? Oh. You're well acquainted with this glass bell, are you not? I don't. I don't know. Is that hushed Russian accent of yours? In that hushed Russian accent of yours won't save you this time, dear girl. Why? It's the little kitten bell. Yeah, it is. Because we have conclusive evidence linking you to the bell in question. What? Take it away, Mr. Naruhodo. Yeah. The evidence linking Miss Pavlova and the little glass bell, that would be the picture, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
If you look at this photograph, you can clearly see hanging from Darka's collar the very glass bell in question. Who would put a glass bell on a cat's collar, I wonder? The truth has caught up with you, Miss Pavlova. Some seductions are always half stupid. You need someone to be the other half of the brain. Exactly. It's a bit like Dr. House. The young man who lost his life last night did so after a truly inauspicious fall. And the cause of that fateful stumble? Your absent feline friend, Darka. No. Oh, I couldn't tell anyone. I'm sorry. Death by tripping over a cat. A terrible fate. Sorry, but we're gonna have to... Oh no! No! No, I don't want that. Okay, we're gonna have to stop here because it's getting late. Sadly. But we're gonna continue that probably tomorrow. Maybe, I'm not sure tomorrow. But probably Wednesday. But maybe tomorrow, I'm not sure yet. Ah, well. He had a good, you know, a good take on this deductions thing. Anyway, well, you know, thanks for being here tonight. You know, there's I'm not really worried yet, but you know, getting concerned about this new variant. So, you know, more than ever, please stay safe, take care, and I hope to see you soon. Have a good night, bye.